and welcome. We're here today to talk about some great nonfiction and fiction books. I'm Kathy Williams, a reading specialist at Lake Braddock Middle School.
And I'm Annalee Schnebele. I'm a librarian at Hayfield Secondary School. And today I have for you a book called Moonbird. And apparently my colleagues think it's a big joke that all librarians love books about birds. And that is not necessarily true, but I did love this book about birds.
So right, librarians don't like birds.
Okay.
Maybe so.
Okay, maybe. I liked Moonbird because it is the story of a red-knot rufa, which is a shorebird that migrates all the way from the very bottom of South America to Canada in a few weeks' time.
Wow.
Every year. And this story actually, or the book follows an actual one bird. His tag number is B95, and he's called Moonbird. He's called Moonbird because he's actually flown enough to have flown to the moon and halfway back in his lifetime.
That's far.
That's very far. And the book goes through what rufas would do during a regular migratory season, and especially what Moonbird would do during a migratory season. And this is the kind of book where you're reading it, you're going to come up with all these information and facts that you didn't know before. And I irritated everybody I work with because I read this during silent reading, and I'm like, did you know? Did you know? And I have to share one of my favorite ones. And this is a kind of, it's spliced in the story because it's about different shorebirds, but it's about this one man, Brian Harrington, who bans birds, and he looks for shorebirds to see how they're migrating and how their populations are doing. And he talks about one time where he banded birds. One year he walks through, and how they do this is they follow a path, they pick up a bird, and they stick a band on its leg, and they're numbered. So he did one year, he walked through, he found some birds, he banded them. The next year he goes back at the same time and walks the same path. And he runs into one bird, exactly where it was a year ago, and it had number 11 on its band. And he kept walking the same path, and the next bird he found had number 12 on its band. And the next bird
Let me guess, number 13.
Absolutely, and 14 and 15 and so forth.
They landed in the exact same spot.
Exact same spot year to year.
Fascinating.
Right, so they talk about how this actually means that kind of protecting these environments where these shorebirds go on their migrations is very important because they're so location specific. And I like there's a nice connection, I think, with science classes and around here, because one of the stops for these birds is the Delaware Bay, where they just eat all the horseshoe crab eggs they can.
Huh.
Right, so horseshoe crabs are apparently good for some things, feeding the shorebirds.
And librarians don't like birds? Mm-hmm. That's today's book talk.